You've seen those green stock towers all over the internet. They're super expensive. They're like $150. You can get these at Dollar Tree for, well, $1. I ordered these online. I got a box of 36 of them, and shipping was pretty expensive. Shipping was $19. So 36 of these for $1 each, combined with the $19, means they were about $1.50 a piece. And so I'm doing 5 of these layers. And what people have found on the internet is that when you stack these up, they tip over really easily. So what I'm doing instead is, so what some people do is they drill down the center of these things. So I've drilled a little hole there. They drill down the center, and then they drive a stake through the middle of it, or a piece of rebar or something to keep it upright. I'm doing something a little bit different. What I'm doing is I'm actually going to hang these. So I cut out these little bits of scrap cardboard here, and I drilled a hole through the bottom. I fed this cable through the bottom. It comes up through the middle of all these, comes up through just like that, and then you can stack these on top of each other. And then now I've got this really nice cable that I can use for hanging it, and all the weight will be supported by this platform, so the plastic won't have to support all that weight. It's all supported by the platform, and it won't fall over because it's all hanging like this. It's all stabilized by that cable going through the middle. So that's my take on the dollar store tower garden. So I cut out these little scrap pieces of plywood, and I made them just big enough to fit these little trays here. I drilled the holes in the tray first, and now I'm just gonna mark where this wants to be, and then drill that guy out. It's hard with one hand. Enlarge this just a little bit. Okay, so now you can see how nicely that fits on there, and then I've got my hole drilled for it. So then I just feed the cable up from the bottom. So this is the cable I'm using. It's the 184 pound working load limit, 3/32 in diameter. And there's 50 feet of this, and that's plenty to do. Like, I got 36 of these things. This one box is plenty to do all 36 of these growing trays. And all I do is, like I said, I drilled a hole in the bottom, in this wood here. I feed it through the bottom, make sure I have enough on top for hanging it. And then what I do is I've got my wire cutters here. I just cut it. And then to get it to stick on the bottom of the wood, all I do is I just tie a little knot in it, which I might be able to do one-handed. It's just a little knot right here. Okay. And then get that nice and tight. Okay. And now when I pull it from the top, that knot prevents the cable from coming out of the hole that was drilled in the wood. And now, there it is, nice little hanging garden. So I'm going to be hanging those from this little rail that you see here. To do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these clamps, I'm going to clamp it with those cable clamps, and that'll be basically a permanent, even if it gets windy, we won't have any problems with this. This will clamp it on there pretty much permanently. On the loop, I'm going to put a little piece of hose to prevent it from scraping up the wooden rail there and killing our paint and all that good stuff. So here's the finished product. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've got 5 and 6 over here, I'm just going to keep these on the deck here, so they won't be hung from anything. So I'll be planting these with strawberries.